Given, as you heard from the introduction, that I have been around for a while and have had the opportunity and the privilege and the pleasure of serving in 5 administrations, there is no question that there will be a challenge, the coming administration, in the arena of infectious diseases, both chronic infectious diseases in the sense of already ongoing disease, and we have certainly a large burden of that. But also there will be a surprise outbreak. There will be a surprise outbreak. There will be a surprise outbreak.
Let's look back to the first generation, 1G. It's the network those early bulky cell phones worked on. 2G added the ability to send text messages, hello emojis, but you still had to type them on a keypad. 3G turned our cell phones into mini internet-connected computers. 4G made them fast enough to stream all the cat videos you could ever want. And now 5G takes it all one giant step further and 100 times faster. A network powerful enough to safely run a hyper-connected world beyond your cell phone, with millions of self-driving cars, delivery drones, smart homes, and even entire cities. But there's a catch. This fast internet travels on tiny wavelengths, much shorter than the ones the current 4G networks work on. That means cell towers or receptors will need to be much closer. Right now, the 4G range is about 70 kilometers. 5G can only travel a very short 300 meters. So future networks will need thousands of mini base stations everywhere, all over a city to relay the signals. Much more complex and much more expensive.
A Jersey City Councilman questions 5G technology after seeing Facebook posts about radiation. During Monday's virtual caucus meeting, Ward C Councilman Richard Baggiano questioned whether the city should allow the installation of 5G infrastructure after seeing a Facebook post about radiation emitted by utility poles. Baggiano said during Monday's caucus, "How are we going to know about radiation and if this is true?" Good. Questions being asked. That's the very thing that intelligent people need to be asking at this time of this pandemic, is questions. And I'm very glad to see y'all are asking questions, because the enemy don't want you to ask no questions. They just want you to take what they say for what it is and believe it. 5G technology, which began its rollout last year, can provide higher data speeds with less delay for telecommunication services. But the new wave of tech has been met with the pockets of skepticism around the globe, including a debunked conspiracy theory that 5G spreads and worsens the coronavirus. See, they say a debunked conspiracy theory. First off, who coined the term conspiracy theory? We need to know where this term came from and what was it used for.
The word conspiracy theory or conspiracy theorists that people tend to use to discredit people's critical thinking about particular issues that has been going on with government corruption, etc. But mainly people really don't know where the actual origination of the term conspiracy theory or conspiracy theorist came from. And we're gonna break it down for you in this video for you to share with your friends and family. Now this one goes all the way back to the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, back in the 60s, which they came out with a report or a paper after the Warren Commission put out their report about the Kennedy assassination that took place. And it was actually direct quoted in that report was the 1967 CIA document 1035-960, which was concerning criticism of the Warren report. Even back then, there were still some people who were legitimately questioning some of the evidence that was presented in that Warren Commission report, which still raises several questions to this day. What exactly happened when, or who was behind the JFK assassination? Now, there's a lot of different articles about this, but mainly the term conspiracy theorist, which is always used to discredit dissent, to discredit critical thinking about particular topics such as government corruption, etc.